Hello, everyone. It seems like you guys are having a trouble with tracking a bottle for some reason. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Your beloved reviewer Cute Rabbit started to eat my head over this, so I couldn't say no anymore. So I got into it, and this is what I did. It's not that that perfect, but I'll tell you how I did it, and you'll get this file. Once you get this file, all you have to do, okay, I'll tell you what to do. And actually, I'll tell you what not to do first, right? So look at this footage. So I know you're going to track your own bottle, right? If you're shooting something, now this footage, After Effects even failed to solve this camera. I don't know why. Maybe, I hope it's not a problem with my machine or something. My guess is that this is too much of a camera movement. This particular problem has become a problem. It's because the After Effects camera solver, which is really good, by the way, it's a 3D camera solver, still can't properly track this curved surfaces, right? That's the problem. Here's the thing. The beginning of the frame, right here, if you shoot like this, right, the beginning of the frame, look at this label. Somewhere around here, some features start to appear, right? This green label, this raspberry right here, it starts to appear around here. For the solver, the camera solver in After Effects, it doesn't see those detail in the first frame, right? So something that was not in the first frame starts to appear in the middle, somewhere here. So the solver can't solve this. That's my guess. I don't know what's going on there and what's going on really. That's just my guess, right? And some features that was appear that was clearly there in the first frame start to disappear towards the end of the frame, end of the shot. So that's why this is too much of a camera movement. So it can't solve this camera, solve the camera. So that's my guess. So when you shoot, don't do that. So this is what I shot. This is what I managed to solve successfully. And look at this. These details right here. This green label and this raspberry right here. Those details are available even in the very first frame, right? And it doesn't disappear at the end of the shot as well. What's there? Now look at this. These raspberries, on the other hand, are clearly there in the first frame and also there in the last frame as well. So it's because the camera movement is not that much. So limit your camera movement. That's my suggestion. You can try, right? You can try. It doesn't hurt to try. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it might work for you. It didn't work for me. So my guess is that you should limit your camera movement if you want to track this curvature surface. This curvature, the curved surface is the problem here. You can do crazy camera movements as long as the surface is like this window aisle or something. So anyway, once you do that, I'll show you how to do that. So I'll get into this later. So let's say that you imagine for a moment that you shot your own footage and this is your footage, right? Okay, let's create a new comp. Okay, now this is your clean comp. I know all of you know this, how to track the camera. It's really easy. Let's go to tracker, select this footage, and better to have your cursor in the very time slider and at the very beginning, and select the footage, track camera, and make sure you turn on detail analysis and give it a moment. Now look at this. It's analyzing. All right, it's done. Let's close it, and yeah, once you select Once you select the footage, select in the effects controls, select this 3D camera tracker, and you'll see this all the camera, you know, tracking points that it has generated. Now here's the thing. Luckily, very luckily for me, it has now choose. I want you to choose something right in the middle, right? A point right in the middle. This is what I want you to do, right? Select a point right in the middle. Luckily for me, there was something in the middle, right? You can, you know, take a marker and clearly, yeah, I suggest that you do it when you do your shot. Take a marker and right in the center, make a marker, make a little mark, a dot or something. So the camera tracker will put a null there, a camera tracking point there. So later on, what we can do is that select it, right click, create null and camera. Do that, and then we no longer need this. You can even delete it. I'm just gonna turn it off. Yeah, this is the null that is created. Now it's right in the center. If it is right in the center, it has to be some null, some tracking point that right in the center, right? That's very important. So yeah, this tracker is right there. And what you gotta do, select all these 3 layers, copy it, Control C, and paste it. You can actually delete this. You can actually delete these two, 3D camera and footage. You can delete these two. All right, and paste it right here. All right. Don't delete this one. Don't delete this. Label 3D. Actually, you can delete this if you want to. If you delete it accidentally, all you have to do is from the footage. I'm sorry. From the comms, label 3D. Just drag it and drop it here, right? Actually, let's do that. Let's imagine you deleted it accidentally, right? Just drag and drop this label right here. Okay. Turn it to 3D and collapse transformations. You have to turn on both of those, right? And now this is your tracking point. You can see this right here. So position, press P on your keyboard, select the position attribute, copy, and paste it. And select this label, and paste it. Now it'll be pasted over there. All right, and now you can position it. Ooh. Let's position it like that. Scale it down. This is about, you have to eyeball it, right? That's why I told you this is not a perfect solution. Yeah, something like that. Now, as you can see, how this curvature is there. Now, usually, the thing is, now, give it a moment. This control layer right here, make sure you don't delete this layer, right? If you delete this layer, everything's broken, right? Then you'll have to open the file again, because here's the thing. I'll show you this. If you delete this layer, yeah, it'll be a mess. Never delete this layer, because this is the control which controls the curvature of defines the curvature of the label. So if I say 0, it'll look like this, right? It's just a plane stuck onto the bottle. So to match the curvature, what you have to do is that put some values. 1200 works for me for this bottle, for this particular bottle. 1200 works for me. But still, look at this. It's not a match, right? It's not a match. So that's why this. I told you that this is not a perfect solution for this. But anyway, I'll rotate it a little bit, maybe scale it down a little bit. You know, you gotta sort of eyeball it, and I'll you know, position it a bit, maybe anchor. All right. By the way, if you're wondering how this curvature was done, it's like this, right? Don't worry about it. I'm not going into detail for this. That's why if you delete this control, what would happen is all these expressions will be disconnected and become inactive, and it'll give you 74 warnings. So you don't want that. Let's avoid that. So make sure that you don't delete this track. There is this control, right? This is your camera track. So that's how you do it. Now with this position and rotation and maybe anchor point, with these values, you have to play a little bit, right? To put it into the place. It's sort of in the place, like for like 90, let's say 8.5%. It's in the place, but it's not perfect. So make it to make it perfect, you gotta play with those values a little bit. Now look at that. Yeah, it's good. Seems good. Relatively, it's not perfect, but anyway. So once again, as a recap, what you gotta do, get your footage, import your footage, track it. All right, track it, and do that thing. This is a recap, by the way. Do that thing. Select a null in the center. Right click, create null and camera, and the null and camera will be created. And select all of these, copy them, and paste it. You have to delete this one, and this one. All right. The tracker, tracking null, 3D camera, and footage. Delete these three, paste it right here. Never delete this control. And if you accidentally delete this label 3D, you can just drag it and drop it and turn on 3D and color transformations and copy the position and paste the position here. You can do that. And then play with scale, rotation, position, and anchor. That's all the transformation attributes. Play them with a little bit, eyeball it, place it into the place, and after that, what you gotta do, this comp, place your label, go into this comp, delete everything, right? Delete everything from here, actually, yeah, delete it, and place anything here. You know, place your label, whatever the image or anything you want to. Let's do that. Okay, whatever you want. If you place it, it'll be placed here, right? And it'll be a perfect track. Look at that. That curvature is visible. All right. And then after that, once you do that, let's undo a little bit. Come on. Come on. All right. And then maybe you'll have to, I don't know, based on what you're trying to do. Maybe you'll have to color correct everything as well. Color correct something. Yeah, add a curves or something and color correct it, and try to match it, right? Try to match it. Don't forget to add some noise, because if you look at it, all the footage, every film footage will have noise. So add some noise, right? Match the noise, and then do some color correction. All right. Yeah, that's my solution for this. I don't know if it could work for you. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.